Hi, everybody. Welcome to the ProcreateToons. It's your boy Ralph Muhammad,
And it is your girl, Mona Winslow.
and we're about to start the show. And I know what you were thinking, and I know what you were thinking why Ameenah has a pot on her head, and Steve also has a shoe on his head.
You're right. I do have a shoe in my head.
Ralph, I had to ask, why am I wearing a pot and Steve is wearing a shoe?
Ameenah, you're confused, are you? And don't worry, I hope something will make the story about loving your neighbor really means.
Is that the reason why I have a pot on my head and a shoe on Steve's head?
Exactly. Well, we about to start the show of Flibber-O-loo. Both of y'all about to be in it, cause you, Ameenah, and you, Steve, have a pot and a shoe on your heads.
Oh, it all makes sense now. Me and Ameenah have a shoe and the pot on our heads. Shoe on my head, pot on Ameenah.
Ralph, could you hurry up and tell a story? 'Cause I think my head is starting to sweat like a steamed vegetable.
Okay, here we go. Sun always shone on the mountains of Fibble. The wind and the rains never came. To call that place beautiful, no one will quibble. Hard to defeat, they exclaim. High up those hills, past the rocks and the rubble, there's rocks up here. Is so big and so high, and there's two tiny towns on it. So there's towns on the mountain, and that's a Flibber-O-loo. For the women and men in 17 town worn off their heads, they use shoes as a hat. Now in the second city, no shoe wouldn't do. So people of Chipperty Lot, they have pots. They use it as a hat. And the two cities, they kinda have a war. With the shoe and the pot, they fly ever thicker, morning, noon, and night, without rest. And all these two cities keep fighting and having a war. They keep fighting and fighting and fighting. Flibber-O-loo and Chipperty Lot hate each other. But the one flippy and blue boy who hate the fight, trying hard not to act like the lobster. He's just like to do something fun and said,
Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of running around like an octopus. I gotta go out there.
and yep, he's going on a walk. Steve also, with the shoe on his head, walked out of his town.
It's a beautiful day.
And the strange robber attacked Steve also. He knocked down his shoe. And the strange robber took all of his money.
Hey, why are you taking my milk money? If I didn't drink it, I would be really thirsty and skinny.
And he put some in a hole. Steve can't hear anything. He just heard the wind hissing.
Hello? Anyone here? Hello? This is it. I'm gonna die in a hole. If they wouldn't help me, then who would?
Steve wondered. And here's my clone sister Ameenah. She have a pot. And she saw Steve in a hole. She feels shock.
Oh no! It's Steve! He's stuck! And he's from Flibber-O-loo. Should I help him? Well, I suppose I could help him, 'cause he's sweet little boy. I could dream of him right now. I could help him.
Thank you so much, Ameenah.
Ameenah and Steve also went back to Flibber-O-loo and tells people in Flibber-O-loo and Ameenah tells people about loving your neighbor, and I think Flibber-O-loo and Chipperty Lot will understand. And they did. You won't see a shoe or a pot. They got flowers and candy to throw.